Is that better?
That's much better. Okay. Okay, guys, we are on live. All right, Rabotai, today we have, welcome to everyone. Today we have a pasuk that we saw in the Parsha Ki Tetzeh, right? Ki Tetzeh Milchama. Jeff, welcome. If you're going to go up as I read it in Hebrew, I want you to go up with me, okay? It says, Ki Heli Ish Ben, when a father is going to have Sorer Umorer, when a father is going to have a rebellious son, Enena Shomeya, he does not listen, Bikol Aviv u Bikol Imo, the voice of his mother, the voice of his father, and the voice of his mother. That's it. Now I want you to go back. Now, Rabotai, when you pay close attention, when you look at this pasuk, comes Rabbi Yaakov Buchotzer and he asks a question. How is it possible that this pasuk in the Torah is written and it was never ever used? You know, there was never a case. Oh, by the way, you guys know what this case is about. Yes, you got it. Okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, so the Torah says whenever you're gonna have a rebellious son that's gonna go, he's not gonna listen to the parents. There's an obligation on the bedin, on the higher court, to go ahead and kill the son. Because we're afraid that as he's going to grow up, he's going to become worse and worse. So take him before he becomes worse. But the problem is, this case never ever happened. It never happened. So why did the Torah write this case? Ephraim, welcome. Why did the Torah write this case if it's never going to happen?
Beats me. You mean as far as killing a son that's rebellious?
Correct. There's no such thing. Because it says if he didn't listen to the voice of his father and his mother, it means they both have to have the same. They always have to be on the same plane, the same. Everything she says, you have to agree. You don't really have this. If once you don't have it, you can never punish a child. They both have to have the same voice, basically. They both always have to come to agree on one thing, which is very hard to do. So basically, you'll never have the situation. The Torah, Rabotai, is not. It's not a history book. Just happened that it comes to teach us life lessons. So why teach us this verse?
It beats me, Rabbi. Beats me. I always thought, so I think we just recently learned that the reason why you have a rebellious son is because you had a child from like war or something like that. I think
No. So we have to understand over here, comes Rabbi Yaakov Buchotzer and he says, we need to understand that this verse is speaking to each and every single one of us. What do I mean? We need to understand why is it that when it comes to serving Hashem, when it comes to becoming closer to Hashem, we feel that the weight is very heavy on us. And when it comes to doing other things but serving Hashem, light like a feather. There's no, it's not hard. It's not hard. Elon, you ever see people in the basketball game?
We make it hard.
We don't make it hard. No, we don't make it hard. Jack, welcome. We don't make it hard. We don't make it hard. No.
Where in Army basketball? Where?
No, in general, whenever you see in a stadium where when they say get up, everybody gets up with one rhythm. Everybody's on fire. You gather. I don't know how many thousands of people go to watch the game. Millions. I was told that there are billions of people watch soccer. I don't understand soccer play. Whatever. I'm not a fan of soccer. I can't put one and one together. But you said they're watching the people run after the ball. I don't understand. Whatever. Whoever likes soccer, they like soccer. But there are billions of. We can't get 100 people to come to learn Torah at night. You have billions of people watching soccer. So how is it possible when it comes to Avodat Hashem, it's hard. When it comes to everything else, it's easy. Ephraim, making money is not. It's easy, huh?
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification. Okay, Rabotai, I want to read for you what he says over here. Katav Tzadik Rav Yaakov Buchotzer. Kasher bara Kadosh Baruch et haolam. Listen to this carefully. When Hashem created the world, He had to make it equal. He couldn't just create the world and leave it the way it is. What did He do? Mitzad echad bara bo et atzat kedusha. First, Hashem went and He created the holy site, the holy, a site of holiness, kedusha. ומצד שני ברא כנגדו את הצד הטומאה. But against it, Jigarik, what did he create? Impurity. So you have purity that Hashem created in the world, and you have impurity. שהוא צד הסטרא אחרא, which is the impure side. ובראשו מלאך המשחית הוא הסמך מם. There is the head of the spiritual impurity is the Samech Mem. That's the angel that's called the destructive angel. He's the one who's the Yetzer Hara. He makes us not want to come close to Hashem. Who's the Hashem mafri la'adam la'avod ed boro kira'ui? The Yetzer Hara, Rabotai, you have to listen to this very carefully. The Yetzer Hara is what stands between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It said in this past week's parsha, Ki tetzeh lemelchama al oivecha, when you're going to go out to war against your enemy, we think we're fighting an enemy, Jigarik, that's weak. The Or Chaim HaKodesh says you're fighting an enemy that's bitter and vicious, and he's looking to bring you down every single moment of the day. There's not a moment when he leaves you alone. There's not one moment. And if you slack off 1 second, he's taking you down. You know, today, Ilan, you sent me something today. I wasn't able to open it because I don't have Instagram. But then I had to see on Yeshiva World News that Yeshiva people laugh, right? People don't understand the reality that we are living in today. You know, a few rabbis, they're not pro guns. Guys, somebody has to close the mute him, Jigari. They're not pro guns. So when I told them the importance of getting guns, they said, for what, Rabbi? You have to believe in Hashem. Nobody says we don't believe in Hashem. But you have to do your effort. You have to do
Hashem says you have to protect yourself.
You have to do your shadlut. Rav Meir Eliyahu Shlita said if on October 7th, if more people had AK-49s and guns, a lot of people would have been saved. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Today, still he didn't want to admit I was right. Doesn't matter, I don't care. Today, Elon sent me this video. I was able to, and in the bus they killed 6 Jews, young, old, a little bit young. The guy just got married 2 months ago. Who neutralized the terrorist? A Haredi boy, a Kolel guy that received his gun license a year ago. Can you imagine that? Everybody's running away while he's running into the bus to go ahead and save the Jewish people. Rabotai, we don't understand. And why am I telling you this, guys? I'm not telling you just because of the news. This is what we're up against. You can't put your guard down when you're going up against the Yetzer Hara. You gotta always be ready to fight. You have to always be on alert. That's how you have to live life. Comes Rabbi Yaakov Buchater and he tells you, he says, this Yetzer Hara, he interrupts, he doesn't allow you to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu properly. His main strength, the Yetzer Hara, is to entice us to do averot. And this way he's going to be able to bring us down to Gehenna. Jack, listen to this. We asked the question, why is it hard for us to do what Hashem wants and easy for us to do what Hashem doesn't want us to do? Comes Rabbi Yaakov Buchater and he tells you, Jack, you ready for this? Because the Yetzer Hara is what's standing between you and God. Jiggy. But when it comes to doing the wrong things, the Yetzer Hara assists you, but he's helping you. So you don't understand how's it possible. Say it again.
That's why those waves at the stadiums are so consistent.
We don't understand what we're up against. We're up against it doesn't only have to be, chas v'shalom, sleeping with women or doing, bad things. It could even be chas v'shalom, your wife screams at you or somebody wrongs you. Now the Yetzer Hara comes and inside of you stirs a fire. You're going to show him. You're going to prove him wrong. For what? Relax. The Yetzer Hara is making it easier for you to get angry. The Yetzer Hara is making it easier for you not to control yourself. You have to go out and you have to work against it. You have to always be on guard. Rabotai, listen to what it says. I need a few minutes. He comes over here, he says, do you know this pasuk is going on? Jiggy, listen to this, Jiggy. You know what this pasuk is going on? Jiggy, tell him to come out of the office for now. You know what this pasuk is going on? When it says over here, ish ben sorer umorer, that he's not going to listen, when you have a rebellious son, that he's not going to listen to the parents, you know who this is going on? Us.
Us.
Look what he says over here. Listen what he says. If you look into the screen, you see what I made the highlight Samech? And you see the mem. You see I highlighted the word Samech and mem. You see that? Yeah, thank you, Jigari. There you go. You know, he comes, Rabbi Yaakov Bukhotzer, and he says, of course there's never going to be such a case. The Torah was hinting to the angel of death himself who sits above everybody. There's nobody more rebellious than the Satan, the Yetzer Hara. That he considers himself to be another God. Rabotai, that's why when you look over here, when it says Sorer Umorer is going on the Samech Mem, he comes and you know what he tells you? Go up, Jigari, go up. Don't listen to the voice of your father and the voice of your mother. What does that mean? The Yetzer causes you shouldn't listen to your father in heaven. Which is called the mother of Israel. You understand? This verse over here is teaching the Jewish people. When it says over here, go back up, Jigarik. No, down. When a person is going to have a son, when a person is going to have inside of him the Yetzer Hara, go up. That tells him not to listen to our Father in heaven and the Shekhinah, which is the mother. Comes the pasuk about it says, you have to get rid of it. So this pasuk was never really, the simple understanding is going on the child. But comes Rabbi Yaakov Bukhotzer and he says, from the Sorer Umorer, Artur, welcome. When it comes to Sorer Umorer, the Samech Mem is going on the angel himself, the Yetzer Hara. Comes the Torah and teaches us, be careful of the Yetzer Hara. His job is to take you away from listening to Hashem. Our job is just to do the opposite. Because when it comes to doing the wrong things, he'll make you do it without any problem. It's not. To make love with your wife, to be passionate, it's hard, it's impossible. You ever seen it, Jigarik? You know, a lot of women complain their husbands don't speak to them, correct? And they don't have time. But somehow I see that every time. Somehow these same guys that complain they don't have no time to speak with their wives, somehow they'll find some girl on the street or in another store and they speak for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. How? From where? Because the Yetzer Hara's job is to break that connection between you and your wife and to go out and build it with somebody else. You know, I'm going to conclude with this. You know, everybody knows Rabbi Uri Zohar. Ilan, you know Rabbi Uri Zohar? Oh, Rabbi Uri Zohar, he was a movie star. Eventually, at the age of 40, he became Baal Teshuv, he became a very big rabbi. So my wife showed me yesterday, we went out, so she showed me yesterday a clip. A lady that he was interviewing, whatever, she gave the rabbi her hand. She wants to, you know, depart, whatever, like a goodbye, whatever. So Rabbi Uri Zohar says, listen, I don't want you to get offended, but I want to explain to you why it's not good to to shake hands with women. So he said, okay, go ahead, tell me. Okay, so he brought down a very big name of a rabbi who was a beddin. He was sitting in the court, and before him came a couple, a rich couple that they're getting divorced. So the husband was really able to put the woman in her pocket. He was able to destroy her, but he was very nice. He said, you know, he told the rabbi, what do you think? What should I do? He said, no, help her. You know, she's your wife, bottom line. She brought your children. Karocha, the rabbi Jigari convinced this guy that's divorcing his wife
to be nice.
Be nice. So after everything, you know, she got 50%, whatever it was, she got whatever. She was happy. So in the end, she stretches out her hand to Rabbi Uri Zohar, to the not to Rabbi Uri Zohar, to the judge over there in the story, to the bedding judge. So the bedding judge says, I don't shake hands with women. She says, why not? It's only normal. So you know what he says? If your husband would have taken my advice, if he would have done the same thing that I would do, today you wouldn't be here. You know what happened? The husband went and he shook another girl's hand and he fell in love with her. So he said, had your husband did the same thing what the law requires, today we wouldn't be having this conversation. You wouldn't be divorced. When it comes to your own wife, it's hard. When it comes to a stranger, somehow it's like water. How'd they say, where's Elon? Where did Joey go? Where did Joey go? Elon, how'd they say?
Why is it hard? Why is it hard? Why is it hard? Give it a breakdown.
So I explained to you, because the Yetzer Hara, that's his job. The Yetzer Hara's job is to make it more difficult. so you don't come close to Hashem, you understand? Because when a person does what Hashem wants, he gets rewarded. The Yitzhar doesn't want you to get rewarded. The Yitzhar wants to steal as much time as possible from you, from this world. Rabbi,
but your wife and someone else is the same thing, same
no,
temperature, same
because
thing.
that's what I was going to ask Ilan, because it says, the Gemara says, stolen water are sweeter, the other side is greener. Why? How is this sweeter? You know, because Rabotai, this is the emes. When it comes to another married woman, how is she more sweeter than your wife? Because the Yitzhar makes a fire in you and fire in her. He's able to create something that you and I will never understand. We'll never understand these things.
Yes.
We think it's better there. We think, but it's not, Rabotai. It's not. It's all...
Same thing.
It looks greener, but nobody said it's greener. When you get there, you look a little bit closer, you'll see how not green it is. Anyway, Rabotai, we gotta wrap up. I gotta go have a class at 5:20. If you guys have any questions, I'll take it. If not, go ahead.
So, Rabbi, this here is not really talking about our sons in a literal sense. It's talking about it in a rhetoric sense about us with Hashem.
Correct. That's exactly correct. In the simple understanding, the pasuk is going on children. But comes Rabbi Yaakov Bukhotzer says, we never had this case in history. So he wants to relearn the pasuk, and he wants to say it's going on the Samech Mem, that the Yetzirah, the Malach HaMavet himself. Again, Rabotai, you have to be smart. When you wake up in the morning, it's hard to get up in the morning. Who's making it so difficult to get out of bed in the morning? The Yetzirah. When you have to go to sleep at night so you can wake up in the morning, who's making it hard for you to go to sleep? The Yitzhar, because as long as he's able to catch you there and there, he knows he's going to be able to have you in his hand. But that's Rabotai, where you have to use your head more. Like one rabbi said, the key in waking up in the morning is going to sleep on time.